All right, a subject line is often the make it or break it text for your email. Your subject line is what makes your email stand out among the 100 plus emails in the average inbox every single day. It's the single biggest motivator to getting recipients to open their email. So, how do you make a great impression with your subject line? Well, that's what this video is for. Today we're going to go over the 5 subject line tips for email marketing that not only pique the interest of recipients, but to better their engagement with your brand. All right, let's dive in. All right, number 1, add personalization. So a lot goes into crafting the perfect subject line. The subject line of your email is one of the first impressions someone gets from your brand, especially when you're sending them an email for the first time. After the from name, the subject line is the next item that influences whether or not your reader is going to open your email. Will your customer or potential customer open your email right away? That's where personalization in email subject lines comes into play. Are you on a first name basis? Do you know what their interests are? Using what you already know about your customer in your favor should be your number 1 priority while sending email marketing. Personalizing your subject line can be broken down into 6 broad categories: first names, interests, birthdays and anniversaries, transaction history, urgency, and location. Okay, let's start with first names. Recognizing your customer and giving them attention, albeit via an email, usually works in your favor. Experian reports that personalized promotional emails have a 29% higher unique open rates and 41% more unique click-through rates. Using your reader's first name in the subject line of your email makes them feel valued. Out of the dozens of emails that you receive in your inbox daily, the ones that usually catch your eye are usually the ones that mention your name in the subject line. The same goes for all your readers and customers. Okay, let's move on to the second one, interest. Sending an email with a subject line that talks about dog supplies to a cat owner or vice versa is one of the biggest email marketing sins. It just goes to show that you don't know your customers at all, and this might get them to unsubscribe from your mailing list. Use your knowledge of your customers to talk to them one-on-one in your emails, taking your personalization to the next level. Your subject lines should let readers know that there's something in the email they'll find relevant to them. Okay, number 3, birthdays and anniversaries. According to Experian Marketing Services, subject lines with a simple happy birthday or happy anniversary mention have more engagement on average. Click rates are significantly higher when you take that extra step for your customers. Don't know when your customers' birthdays or anniversaries are? Send out a survey. Include a discount or a free trial of your product or a service in return for their time completing the survey. Everyone loves those. What's nice is that you can automate birthday emails knowing you'll get high engagement with them. You can also celebrate your brand birthday with your customers. The more the merrier. Number 4, transaction history. An offer for an irrelevant product is useless to the recipient, so tap into your customer's transaction history to figure out what they're most likely to buy next. Send them an email with the subject line concentrating on related products and services and watch them return to your site. Customers look to see if you are paying attention to their needs and if you're willing to take that extra step to convert them into a returning paying customer. Number 5, urgency. The fear of missing out, or FOMO, is something that plagues us all. Subject lines that say things like only 4 samples remaining or new tax implications go live tomorrow create a sense of urgency and motivate people to open them. But these need to be used moderately. If you're sending an email a week saying only 4 items left, people are going to start to wonder why you're so understocked all the time. And finally, number 6, location. Sending emails to customers about summer dresses when it's still snowing in their part of the world is silly and reeks of bad research on your part. However, a properly targeted email with a subject that reads, clearance sale 80% off winter coats might get a customer to open and click. Small businesses and nonprofits can use localization to create email subject lines that interest readers based on what's happening around them. So that's our 6 tips on using personalization in subject lines. So some other quick things to consider when personalizing your subject lines. You want to avoid using common phrases that trigger spam filters in your subject lines. Using these words can make your email land in the spam folder. In most cases, the ESP that you're using will have a spam score type of feature that will typically alert you if there are some phrases or words that can throw you in that spam folder. It should also be noted that all caps and excessive punctuation marks also have a higher tendency of landing in spam. Overall, a subject line should be a tease of what your email contains and why it's valuable to each person on your list. The more relevant and personal your subject line is to the reader, the more likely it is to motivate them to open. Okay, so subject line tip number 2, keep it short and simple. Almost half of people prefer to open their emails on a mobile device. If you write a lengthy subject line, much of it won't be seen by mobile users. Most email clients won't even show more than 43 characters of a subject line in mobile view. A Marketo study found subject lines containing 4 words receive the highest average open rates at 18.26%. However, the click to open rate likely is more important because it encompasses both opening and clicking on at least one link, which usually in turn is a conversion. The highest average CTO rate was 10.8%, happened with 7-word subject lines, closely followed by 9-word subject lines at 10.6% and 6-word subject lines at 10.1%. Overall, keep it short and simple and you'll have effective email subject lines. Number 3, use emojis, moderately of course. If you want to test the impact of emojis in your subject line, make sure they're relevant to your message and easily understood by the recipients, like this example for gift-giving events. Put them at the end, between words, and even in the preview text, but don't overdo it, and make sure to analyze your open and click metrics to see if they're having a positive impact. Number 4, use power words. To transform a bland, run-of-the-mill subject line into an irresistible one, use power words. You can trigger an emotional and psychological response in the recipient, which is more likely to prompt a click to open the email. Consider power words that arouse curiosity, appeal to vanity, build trust, or develop FOMO, or the fear of missing out. Power words are certain words used by marketers and copywriters that have been shown to evoke an emotional response from people. To help you find the best power words to use in your subject lines, I've put together a Google spreadsheet of 700 plus power words organized by action and emotional responses that you can access by clicking the button below this video. Number 5, test your subject line. Testing is at the forefront of how you can improve your marketing efforts. For example, with web pages, you split test traffic. In the advertising space, you split test ads and ad campaigns, all with the ultimate goal of identifying the best performing asset. Best performance is usually getting the best result at the lowest cost. So why should email be any different? Here are some suggestions for testing subject lines. Write at least 20 variations to test. Identify the top 3. Use each of those in your campaign through A/B testing, which is usually available through your ESP. Analyze the winner and repeat the process for future campaigns. By continuously testing subject lines, you'll be able to quickly identify clear winners and even types of subject lines that your audience is more likely to take action with.